So dear students, welcome to our next fluid mechanics class. So last class we seen derivation about Euler's equation, from the Euler's equation derivation of Bernoulli's equation. Okay, so Bernoulli's equation is very much used in different engineering field. Okay, so in this class we will discuss problems in the Bernoulli's equation. Using Bernoulli's equation, we will solve some problems. Okay, and after that, Bernoulli's equation for real fluids. Okay, so that also we will see today's class. So once again, I will recall Bernoulli's theorem states that the sum of pressure energy, kinetic energy, and potential energy per unit volume of an incompressible non-viscous fluid. This is very, very important. Okay. Incompressible, non-viscous. The Bernoulli's equation applicable for incompressible or non-viscous fluid. In a streamlined flow, remains constant. So Bernoulli's equation is obtained by integrating the Euler's equation. That also we seen last class. So the assumptions: flow is steady, density is constant, viscosity is zero, flow is irrotational. So these are all the assumptions. This also we already seen in last class. So now what is Bernoulli's equation? So P by rho g plus V square by 2g plus Z equal to constant. So P by rho g V square by 2g plus Z equal to constant. This is the Bernoulli's equation, where P by rho g, what is P by rho g? It is the pressure energy per unit weight of fluid or pressure head. Okay. And V square by 2g is the kinetic energy or kinetic head. And Z is the potential energy per unit weight or potential head. Okay. So using this, we will see today's problem. So these are all the application. This also we already seen. Okay. Next, this is the scientist who derived the Euler's equation, Leonhard Euler. Okay. So he's born in 1707 and died in 1783 in the age of 76 years. In the age of 76 years. Here they mention. Okay, age of 76 years. He is the mathematician, physician, and astronomer, geographer, and logician. So he is the multidisciplinary personality. Okay, he have that multidisciplinary personality. Okay. So next, we will see the Daniel Bernoulli, who derived the Bernoulli's equation by integrating the Euler's equation. Okay. So he born in 1700. He born in 1700 and died in 1782 at the age of 82. Okay. So he also having that multiple personality. He is the master of mathematician and physics. Okay. So you can see in previous scientists are having a good knowledge in mathematics as well as physics. Okay, because mathematics and physics are it's like a brothers and sisters. Okay. So next, in this we will move to the today's class. Students, here you can see first problem. The water is flowing through a pipe. The water is flowing through a pipe having diameter 20 centimeter and 10 centimeter at section 1 and 2. So first understand the question. If you understand the question initially, then the problem is very easy. The solution we can easily get. Okay. So here a pipe having varying cross section is there. So one pipe having 20, one end of the pipe is 20 centimeter diameter, another end of the pipe is 10 centimeter diameter. Okay. So suppose if you take this one, this is the section 1. This is the cutting section 1. So D1 is equal to 20 centimeter This is the cutting section 2. It is D2 is equal to 10 centimeter. The rate of flow through the pipe is 35 liters per second. Rate of flow. What is the other name of rate of flow? So other name of rate of flow is discharge. Okay. The discharge is 35 liters per second. Next, the section 1 is 6 centimeter above the datum, and section 2 is 4 meter above the datum. So you can see here the center line. So this is the center line of the pipe. So water is flowing from section 1 to 2. Okay. So at section 1, the center of the pipeline. So this is the center of the pipeline is located 6 meter from the datum line. So datum line is an imaginary line. Okay. For calculation purpose, we put an imaginary line. So that from that imaginary line, or if you take the floor level also, it's a datum line. Okay. Floor level or ground level. So from this ground level, the center of the pipe is 6 meter height at section 1. You can take at section 2, it is 4 meter height. Okay. If the pressure at section 1 is 39.24 Newton per centimeter square. So at here you can see pressure 1, P1 is equal to 39.24 Newton per centimeter square. So due to the water is flowing in the pipe, there will be some pressure is created. So the pressure at section 1 is 39.24 Newton per centimeter square. Okay. What they are asking, find the intensity of pressure at section 2. Okay. So here this is section 1 and this is section 2. They are asking P2. Okay, they are asking P2 is what? P2 is what? So P1 they already given in the question. P2 is not given. P2 only we have to find. Okay. So now write the given data. What are the given data they given? First one is pressure. This is P1. Next is D1. D1 is 20 centimeter and D2 is 10 centimeter. So convert centimeter or centimeter square in terms of meter and meter square. This is the first initial step of every problem. Okay. So since diameter is given, we easily calculate the area of the pipe. Okay, because in our formula we don't need a diameter, we need only area of the pipe. So pi by 4 into d square and d1 square for this area, and at section 2 pi by 4 into dt square for this area. Okay. So next, another data is Z1. Z1 is the datum head or height of the center line of the pipe from the datum line. So this is called Z1. Z1 is 6 meter. Okay. Next, this is called Z2. Z2 is 4 meter. Z1 is 6 meter. Z1 is 4 meter. Okay. So now we will move to the solution. So D1 given, based on this D1, A1 we found. Okay. Next P1. P1 they given in terms of centimeter square, Newton per centimeter square. You convert it into Newton per meter square. So what we have to do? We have to do multiply by 10 power 4. If you multiply by 10 power 4, the Newton per centimeter square is converted into Newton per meter square. Newton per meter square. Okay. So next, Z1. Z1 also we know. So these are all at section 1. These are all at section 1. Next, come to section 2. At section 2, D2 is given. It is 0.1 meter A2. From this D2 area, pi by 4 into D square. Next is Z2. Z2 here is there. It is 4 meter. Next, P2. P2 only the unknown value here. P2 only the unknown value. Next, rate of flow they given. What is the rate of flow? 35 liters per second. 35 liters per second. So since it is given, please note here the discharge is given in liters per second, not meter cube per second. They given in liters per second. So we have to convert liters per second into meter cube per second. So how to convert? We know that 1000 liters, 1000 liters equal to 1 meter cube. 1000 liters equal to 1 meter cube. This we already know. So using this, that 35 liters how many meter cube? So 35 divided by 1000. 35 divided by 1000. So this is the rate of flow. So 35 divided by 1000 how much? It is 0.035 meter cube per second. So this is the rate of flow in terms of meter cube per second. Okay. So next. Next step is we have to calculate the velocity. We have to calculate the velocity. So how to calculate velocity? So velocity we can easily calculate once you know the discharge and the area. Okay, once you know the discharge and area using the continuity equation A1 V1 equal to A2 V2, we can easily calculate V1 and V2. So V1 is equal to Q divided by A1. V1 is equal to Q divided by A1. And V2 is equal to Q divided by A2. So these are all the two velocities. These are all the two velocities in the pipe. So you can see here, as we already discussed, if diameter of the pipe is more, means velocity is very less. So keep it in your mind. Okay. So in the same pipe, another section, diameter is less means velocity is more. Okay. See, the diameter and velocity both are inversely proportional. So here you can see at section 1, this is section 1. At section 1, what is the diameter? 20 centimeter. So the velocity is 1.114 meter per second. Now you can see that section 2, diameter is only 10 centimeter, half of that section 1. But you can see that velocity. See, even though the discharge is same as per continuity equation, discharge is same, according to the diameter and the area of the pipe, the velocity will get difference. So here 1.114, but here 4.456 meter per second. Okay. Now applying the Bernoulli's equation. So what is the Bernoulli's equation? P1 by rho g plus V1 square by 2g plus Z1 equal to constant. Okay, this is for if uniform section is there means, but here the section is non-uniform. So we have to equate the both total head. Okay, that means section 1 total head and the section 2 total head is a constant. Both are same, head is same. So now we equate V1 by rho g plus V1 square by 2g plus Z1. This is for section 1. Okay, next equal to V2 by rho g plus V2 square by 2g plus Z2. This is for at section 2. So now we equate both. So now substitute all the values. So what are the unknown values here? P1 we know now, they given in the question. Rho by g is always constant. For water, it is 1000 rho and g is 9.81. Next V1. V1 is 1.114. And we have to put, multiply, we have to put square. So 1.114 square. Next 2 into g, 2 into 9.81 plus Z1. Z1, what is the Z1? Z1 value is 6 meter. Okay. So left hand side is over. This is your left hand side. Next come to right hand side. So what are the unknown value here? Only P2, because what is the pressure at section 2 only? In the question they ask you. Okay, so P2 is the unknown value. Now substitute rho g 1000 into 9.81. Next V2 square. V2 square here is there 4.4456 square divided by 2g 2 into 9.81 plus Z2. What is Z2? Z2 is 4 meter. Z2 is 4 meter. So now this is your left hand side. This is your right hand side. So equate both the values. Finally, the unknown value P2 we can easily get. So this is your P2 value. That means pressure at the point, pressure at the point at section 2. Okay. So we can get the answer in terms of Newton per meter square only, because we substituted all the values in terms of meter square. But in the question, they given P1 value in terms of Newton per centimeter square. So what we have to do? Divided by 10 power 4. Divided by 10 power 4. Okay, from Newton per meter square to Newton per centimeter square means we have to divide the value into 10 power 4. That's all. So this is the fundamental problems in the first fundamental problem. Once you understand this problem, next 3 problems are very easy. Okay, now students, I hope all of you understand this problem. Okay, first write the Bernoulli's equation. So there are 2 sections. One is higher end, other one is lower end is given. So first write the higher end equation, Bernoulli's equation, and equate the lower end equation, because total head is same. Head is same. Okay, that constant value. Okay, that's a Bernoulli's equation, P by rho g plus V square by 2g plus Z value equal to constant. That is constant everywhere in the pipe flow. It will not change. Okay, so at section 1 head is section 1 head and section 2 head, both are same. It is a constant value. Okay, so final answer is how much? 40.27 Newton per centimeter square. So this is the final value. So shall we move to the next problem? Okay. Now you can see the next problem. I will read the question. Water is flowing through a pipe having diameter 300 mm. Please listen, here the diameter given in mm, not in centimeter or meter. Okay, 300 mm and 200 mm. This is also a tapered pipe. Okay, other section bottom and upper end. So this is at bottom diameter, because first they given it as bottom and 200 mm is the upper diameter. Okay, so please listen students, they will not give diagram. They will give only a sentence form like this only in the examination. So based on the question only, you have to draw the diagram, this diagram. Okay. The intensity of pressure at the bottom end is 24.525 Newton per centimeter square. Okay, 24 point at the bottom. That means P1 value they given. Next, and the pressure at the upper end is 9.81. So P2 value also given. P1 is given, P2 is given. Determine the difference in datum head. Difference in the datum head. If the rate of flow through the pipe is 40 liters per second. Discharge also given, rate of flow. So what they asking, what is the difference between previous problem and this problem? So previous problem, P1 is given, P2 is not given. And Z1, Z2 discharge they given. But in this problem, P1, P2 discharge is given. But Z1, Z2 is not given. Z1, Z2 is not given. So we have to calculate the value of what is Z2 minus Z1. This is the question they asked. You can, I will read again. Determine the difference in the datum value. You can see here, determine the difference in the datum value. What is the difference? That means Z2 minus Z1 is how much? So since it is the datum line, this is the center line of the lower end of the pipe. It is Z1. So it will be some height. And Z2 will be the center line of the upper end. So it will be some height. So this difference, this Z2 minus Z1, that means the distance between this one, this. Okay, that means center line, center point of the lower end and the center point of the higher end height. Okay, so this is the question. So as usual, first write the formula. Okay, so what are the given data? D1 is given 0.3 meter and P1 is given in terms of centimeter square, multiplied by 10 power 4 means it is converted into Newton per meter square. Next D2 is given 0.2 meter and P2 9.81 into 10 power 4 Newton per meter square. And the rate of flow is nothing but Q, discharge, is 40 liters per second. You convert it into meter cube per second, it is 0.04 meter cube per second. Next, velocity is not given because without velocity we can't calculate using the Bernoulli's equation. So what is the velocity formula? Q divided by A. So velocity formula is equal to Q divided by A. So here we must calculate two velocities because it is a tapered pipe. Okay. So V1 is nothing but Q divided by A1. So V1 is equal to Q divided by A1. Q1 is 0.04. And A1, what is A1? Pi by 4 into D1 square. Pi by 4 into D1 square. So finally, we get an answer 0.5658 meter per second. In same way, V2. Okay, V2, what is the V2 formula? Q divided by A2. Okay. So discharge is same. So Q is 0.04 divided by pi by 4 into dt square, which is 0.04 divided by pi by 4 into 0.2 the whole square. So finally, it is 1.274 meter per second. This is the second velocity. So as I already told, if the diameter is larger, area is larger, velocity is smaller. Okay. So here diameter is smaller, but you can see velocity is higher compared to this. Okay, now students. So this is constant. This will not vary. Okay. Next, come to Bernoulli's equation. Now applying Bernoulli's equation. So now you can apply the Bernoulli's equation. P1 by rho g plus V1 square by 2g plus Z1 is equal to P2 by rho g plus V2 square by 2g plus Z2. So except this Z1 and this Z2, except this Z1 and Z2, all the values are known values. Okay. So substitute all the values 24.525 10 power 4 divided by 1000 into 9.81 and V1 we already calculated is 0.566 square. Okay. So in terms of square they written double the time 0.566 into 0.56 divided by 2 into 9.81 plus Z1 is the unknown value. Next P2 is 9.81 into 10 power 4. Next rho j is 1000 into 9.81 plus V2 square. What is V2? 1.274. We already calculated 1.274 square divided by 2 into 9.81 plus Z2. Okay. So now substitute all the values and simplify this equation. Finally, so here Z2 is there and Z1 is there. Okay. So Z2 minus Z1. So this 11.532. This 11.532 go to this side. Okay, go to this side, and Z1 go to this side. So here plus value is there. If you go to this side means minus value. Here Z1 plus value is there. If you go to this side means minus Z1. So finally Z2 minus Z1 which is equal to 25.32 minus 11.623. We get an answer 13.697 which is equal to 13.7 meter. So difference in data mat is equal to Z2 minus Z1 is equal to 13.7 meter. So here we no need to calculate what is Z2, what is Z1 value. Okay, because we don't know the datum level. So without knowing datum level, we can't calculate Z1 and Z2. So what they are asking, what is the difference in the datum head? Difference in the datum head means Z2 minus Z1. Okay, so that only enough. Okay. So the second problem also, I think all of you understand. It is a very easy problem. Students, next we will move to the next problem. The water is flowing through a taper pipe of length 100 meter, having diameter 600 mm at the upper end and 300 mm at the lower end. Okay, so here also a taper pipe is there. This is your upper end 600 mm, lower end 300 mm. At the rate of 50 liters per second. So 50 liters per second means discharge. Discharge is the given. The pipe has a slope of 1 in 30. Find the pressure at the lower end. If the pressure at the higher level is 19.62 Newton per centimeter square. So now I think you can understand the question. So here also datum Z1, Z2 not given. Z1 and Z2 not given. Okay. Z1 and Z2 not given. So instead of that Z1 and Z2, they given the slope of the pipe. So based on the slope of the pipe, we can find the Z1 and Z2 values. Okay. Next, they given the pressure at the higher level. That means P1 value. You can see in this diagram. P1 value they given. P1 value they given. What is P1 value? 19.62 Newton per centimeter square. Okay. So now consider, I assumed that the starting point, that means the starting point, this point, that means center of the pipe at lower end, I taken as the datum line. I taken as the datum line. So what happened here? Z1 is equal to 0 meter. Okay. So now what about this Z2? This is Z2. So Z2 only we have to find. If you found this Z2, we can easily calculate the pressure in Z2. Okay. I think it is Z2. Sorry, student. It is Z2 because this is the section 2. It is Z1. Okay. So now you will see the data given. So length of the pipe is 100 meter. That means length from here to here. So 100 meter. 100 meter. So they're given in the question. Okay. And the diameter of the pipe is 0.6 meter. And the area based on the diameter, we can calculate the area. And the pressure is 19.62 Newton per centimeter square. So next. Dia of the lower end. What is the dia of the lower end? 300 mm. If you convert it into meter means 0.3 meter. Next A2, 5 by 4 into d2 square. Next rate of flow they given in liters per second. So sometimes they will give directly in terms of meter cube per second, but sometimes they will give in terms of liters per second. Okay, so you have to read the question very carefully. If they given liters per second means don't put as it is. You must convert the liters per second into meter per second. Sorry, meter cube per second. Okay. So 50 divided by 1000, which is equal to 0.05 meter cube per second. Let the datum line passes through the center of the lower end. Let the datum line passes through the center of the lower end. So Z2 is equal to 0. Z2 is equal to 0. And Z1 equal to. So now how to calculate Z1? So here slope is given. So this is the pipe. This is the pipe. This is the center line of the pipe. So this slope is given. This is the slope. What is the slope? 1 in 30. This is 1 means this is 30. 1 in 30. So this is the slope. The pipe length is 100 meter. That means the inclined length. The pipe inclined length is 100 meter. So what is this height? So based on this 1 in 30. So 1 by 30 into 100. Okay, 1 by 30 into 100 because we need only height. So for 30 meter, the height is 1 meter. Okay. So 30 meter means horizontal length is 30 meter means the height is 1 meter. Okay. So 1 in 30, 1 is vertical and 30 is horizontal. So we need 100 meter means 1 by 30 into 100. That's all. Okay. So this 1 0 and 1 0 get cancelled. So 10 by 3. 10 by 3. So this is your Z1. So Z2, this is the datum line. This is the datum line. So Z2 is equal to 0 because we assumed that datum line is passing through the center of the pipeline of the lower limit. So in the question they will not give. So you have to assume. So these are all the standard questions. Okay. These 3 problems today we seen now. These 3 problems are standard question. Okay. You can keep it in your memory. Okay. They will not ask any complicated thing in this. These are all the standard one. Okay. Only numerical value only they will change. Here they given 1 in 30 now. Suppose in the question they will give 1 in 50 or 1 in 60 like that. But procedure is same. Okay. So now this side is how much? 10 by 3. What is 10 by 3? It is around 3.333 meter. Okay, students. This is for 100 meter length. 100 meter length. So next step is we have to calculate A1 and V1. A1 and V1 and A2 equal to A2 into V2. So from this equation we easily calculate V1 and V2. That means velocity at section 1 and velocity at section 2. What is the formula? Q by A1. Okay, Q by A1 and for V2 Q by A2. Okay, now student. So here one small mistake is there. Please do the correction. This is not 0.5. This is 0.05 discharge. Here you can see discharge. Discharge is 0.05. So this is not 0.5. This is 0.05. Okay. So 0.05 divided by 0.2827 is the A1 value, and 0.05 divided by 0.07068 is this is the A2 value. Find from this we can easily calculate V1 and V2. So here you can see it is 0.177 and here V1 is 0.177, V2 is 0.707. So next, now applying the Bernoulli equation.